it necessary to take supplements when eating a plant-based diet? In addition to being aware of your protein and calcium needs, nutritionists recommend that you also pay special attention to two other nutrients. One is B12 and the other is omega-3. The RDA for B12 is anywhere from 1 to 6 micrograms per day, depending on which country you live in. B12 is important for normal brain and nervous system function, as well as in the formation of red blood cells. The vitamin is produced by a bacteria, and the bacteria lives in dirt or in the gut of animals. Unless you're eating dirt like wild mammals do, I'd suggest you look for fortified foods and beverages, or take a B12 supplement. Omega-3 is an essential fatty acid that's important for tissue maintenance. Because your body can't make it on its own, you need to get it from food sources. Our Western diet seems to be very high in omega-6, which unfortunately suppresses the absorption of omega-3. Many nuts and seeds contain a lot of omega-3. Two are outstanding. One is flax and the other is walnuts. 1 to 2 tablespoons of ground flax meal per day pretty much covers your RDA. If you're eating a lot of oils such as safflower and corn, they're very high in omega-6. You might consider replacing those with olive oil, which is much more omega-3 friendly. Are you having trouble digesting certain plant foods such as beans? We suggest supplementing with plant-based enzymes. Talk with your nutritionist or your medical advisor about your enzyme needs. A plant-based diet is not only good for the planet. A well-balanced diet will benefit you as well. Good morning. For breakfast today, we're going to make a hot cereal with some fruit. This hot cereal has 7 grains. We bought it at the store, but you could also make your own. This one has oats, corn, barley, brown rice, quinoa, buckwheat, and millet. Let's cook. We'll be cooking our cereal in 1½ cups of water. This is the cereal, 1/2 cup. We'll use a pinch of salt, a bit of sweetener. This is agave nectar, and we'll accompany this with about 1 cup of fruit. This is pears and blueberries. Pour your water into your pot with your cereal and a pinch of salt. Bring that to a boil and stir and put it on simmer for 4 to 5 minutes. Sweeten your cereal with a bit of agave nectar, top with fruit and your favorite rice milk, soy milk, or almond milk, and serve with a cup of tea. For lunch today, we'll have gazpacho soup and guacamole with chips. Gazpacho is a cold soup, usually based on tomatoes and cucumbers. We're going to add a few more vegetables. We have 1 stalk of celery, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley. This is about 2 tablespoons of green onion, and we'll use 1 small clove of garlic. This is 1/2 of a cucumber, 3 tomatoes, 1 small bell pepper, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. We'll use a pinch or 2 of salt. This is hot sauce. We'll just use a few drops of that. About 1 cup of red onion. We'll use a sweetener, about a teaspoon, and this is agave nectar, and 2 cups of tomato juice. Because gazpacho is usually a pureed soup, and I like chunks, I'm going to puree about half of the vegetables and then leave the rest in small pieces, so I've got some texture in my soup. The guacamole today is a variation on a theme. Instead of using all avocados, we'll be using some green peas. I got this idea from the cookbook by the Cancer Project. We'll be using 2 cups of frozen peas. You can thaw them or cook them. I have 1 avocado, a half a cup of salsa, about 3 tablespoons of green onion, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and we'll use a pinch of salt. Serve the gazpacho and your guacamole with your favorite corn chips. For dinner, we'll have a rice and millet medley with stir-fried vegetables and tempeh. We'll be using a 1/4 cup of millet, a 1/4 cup of wild rice, and a 1/2 cup of brown rice. I'll cook this in 2 1/4 cups of water. Now, these two take 45 minutes to cook, while millet only takes 30 minutes. Set your timer for 15 minutes so you know when to add the millet. Add your 2 1/4 cups of water, your wild rice, and your brown rice. Bring this to a boil and turn to simmer. After the rice has been cooking for 15 minutes, add your millet and cook for an additional 30 minutes. For the stir fry, we'll be using bok choy, which is often used in Asian food. This is Swiss chard. It also comes in yellow and green, different colors. This is tempeh. It's fermented soybeans. We'll be using about 2 teaspoons of tamari, 1 to 2 teaspoons of a ginger spice, 1 to 2 teaspoons of a Szechuan spice. This is 2 tablespoons of flax meal and about a tablespoon of olive oil. And we'll add some red bell pepper. Cut 10 ounces of tempeh into bite-sized pieces. Place in a bowl, add the olive oil and the flax, and mix until the flax sticks to the tempeh. Set aside. In the meantime, chop the vegetables. Heat a dry wok or large pan over medium-high heat and brown the tempeh on both sides. Remove. Add 2 to 4 tablespoons of water and begin stir-frying the stems and the bok choy. Cover and let it cook for 1 to 2 minutes. Add the Swiss chard, the bell pepper, tamari, and spices. Mix and cover and cook again for 1 to 2 minutes. Add the tempeh, turn off the heat, and you're ready to plate dinner. Garnish the tempeh stir-fry with some sesame seeds. Enjoy your meal.